welcome. Thank you for joining today. You're here for chair yoga, and we're so happy that you're spending a little bit of your day with us and also spending some time on Valentine's Day. I think this is a nice way to kind of, show ourselves some love, and this is, one way we can do that. So you probably found GoGo though not for chair yoga. You might have heard of us for one of these other services. So with just a phone call to our main number, and that's 855-464-6872. And that spells out 855 GoGo USA, if you ever are wondering. You can access all of these things. So we have rides, meals, groceries, prescription medication delivery, even home services. So if you need some help shoveling some snow, we got a lot of snow here in New England yesterday. That could be one of the things we help you with, along with any other errands you have or things going on at home that you could use some help with. I do want to let you know that also, like on the bottom of your GoGo receipt, every time you take a service with GoGo, you have a special referral code. And that code is unique to you. And if you share that with a friend, a loved one, family member, whoever you like, and they decide to join GoGo, you both get $10 in GoGo credits. So just something good for you to know in case you're telling people about us. And as I mentioned, I'm Cassie, I'm GoGo's communications director, and every week we're joined by Adra, who's a yoga teacher, and she's fabulous, and I think you all, if you're new here, you'll love her, and if you are returning, you already do. So I'll pass it over to Adra.
Thanks, Cassie. Hi, everyone. So good to see you. I love that so many of you have your videos on, and of course, it's totally okay if you don't, but it's nice to see your faces and your names.
I'm Lee. This is Beth. I've been doing this for a few times and I love it. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Beverly.
Great to have you here. Great to have all of you here. So before we get moving, does anybody remember the move of the week? So not last week, because last week was strength training, but the week before.
Oh, shoot. I wrote it down.
Shoulders.
Oh, but I forgot where I put it.
Wait, who said that? So I heard someone say it.
Barbara.
Barbara, was that you?
Yep.
What was it?
Something with shoulders.
Yeah, some shoulder rolls. That was the move last time.
Rolls. That's right. Okay.
So we'll get a new move this week. Nice work, Barbara. I'm impressed. It's not easy to remember for 2 weeks, and it's just good for our brains to try and think back that far. Good for all of us. Anyways, let's get started. So all you need today is a chair. I prefer a chair that doesn't roll. That way, we're not worried about falling or managing our balance. Most of this class is seated. We will stand up once for a couple of minutes. If standing is not for you, then stay seated, no problem. Listen to your body, take breaks when you need, and you can always add or subtract throughout so that this works for you. And with that, let's get started. So go ahead and start seated. In a moment, it should be me that's filling your screen. If it's not me and you want it to be, you go to the top right-hand corner of your computer screen and there'll be something that says view, and there'll be gallery or speaker mode. And you can always click speaker mode, unless you want to see everybody moving with you, which is also awesome, in which case you can pick gallery. If you're on a phone, you'll just have to swipe a little bit until you find the view you like. So you just swipe from right to left. All right, from our seat, let's start to take some circles with your torso. Just moving around, waking up the body. And take your circles the other way. All right, coming to center. Let's do that move of last yoga session, those shoulder rolls. Let's do shoulder rolls one way. And shoulder rolls the other way. And then relaxing the shoulders. Let's do some head rotation. So turning your head, looking to one side, and then turning and looking the other way. Just waking up the neck. And then nodding your head, yes, looking up to the ceiling and down towards the ground. And then we'll bring the right ear towards the right shoulder and pause. And then left ear to left shoulder and pause. Bringing the head back to center. We'll inhale, open up the chest. So arms go out to the side. We're lifting our sternum up towards the ceiling. We're taking a back bend, stretching those arms back. And then exhale, round your back, drop your chin to your chest and give yourself a hug, wrapping those arms around your body. Keep going. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a different view. You can stay where you are. Inhale, open up the chest, arms open wide, chest lifts. Exhale, round your back, give yourself a hug. Keep going, follow your breath. So we inhale as we expand and exhale as we contract. Don't worry about my speed or anybody else's. Move at your own pace. So follow your breath, follow the pace that your body wants to move. And then make your way back to center. Release the arms alongside the body. And we're going to go into some side bending. If you're sitting far back in your chair, it will help to scooch forward towards the front edge of the chair as you begin to bend to one side and then the other. So we're stretching the side of the body. Inhale as you reach down. One arm reaches towards the earth. And then exhale, lift yourself back up. Inhale, we bend to the other side, reaching down as far as is comfortable. And exhale back up. Keep going. Follow your own pace, your own breath. Keeping your sits bones grounded. So watch that those hips don't lift off of your chair as you bend side to side. So the moment the hip wants to lift, that's where you stop to then lift back up to sit tall. Let's do about one more time each side. And coming back to center. Let's bring our arms to a cactus position. So bending those elbows 90 degrees. Keep your knees tracking forward. So almost imagine you're squeezing something between your knees so that your legs don't start to move. So legs stay still. We'll rotate our spine one direction, twisting. And then rotate the spine the other way, twist the other way. Let's add some breathing. So we'll inhale, rotate one direction. And exhale, twist the other way. Keep going. Try to keep your lower body still so the rotation is happening only in the upper body. And then go ahead and find center, release those arms, shake them out. And then we'll move into our legs a little bit. So we're going into some heel lifts. So keeping the toes on the ground, we're going to lift one heel up and then the other. So just alternating heel lifts. So balls of the feet, toes stay down, heels do the lifting. You're welcome to continue just like this. Or if you'd like to add on and start to move into marching. So not just a heel lift, but now a whole foot lift. And then the other leg. As you do the marching, if you're choosing to do that, see if you can keep your torso upright so your spine stays still as you move your legs. So you're not rocking back and forth with the torso, you're really using those hip flexors to lift the leg. You're welcome to continue with either of those two variations, or we're going to add a kick. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see, you do not need to move. You're going to lift a knee, kick it forward, bend the knee, lower down. Lift, kick, bend, down. Lift, kick, bend, down. Keep going. So no specific breathing here, but do make sure that you are breathing. So is there a way you can remind yourself to continue to take deep breaths in and deep breaths out, even when there isn't a specific rhythm of the breath for this movement? Keep going, a couple more. Next time your right leg is kicking forward, go ahead and pause. Keep the leg straight, but lower the right leg down so the leg is nice and long. I'm turning, you can stay right where you are. From there, you're going to point and flex your right foot. Point and flex, finding that movement in the ankle. And then we'll flex the foot so that the toes are up towards the ceiling and pause. So our left knee is bent, our right leg is straight, right toes face towards the sky. We inhale, lean forward, feel the stretch intensify in the back of that right leg. And then exhale, sit tall. Inhale, leaning forward, feel that stretch. Exhale, sitting tall. Keep going at your own pace. Next time you're sitting tall, pause and decide where you want to be to hold the stretch. So you can either stay upright or you can lean forward to hold the stretch. You can bring your forearm to your thigh, so left forearm to left thigh, or even reach your right hand towards your shin or towards your toes. It doesn't matter where you are, just make sure that you feel some stretch, but it's not so intense that it's painful. So there should be no pain here. Nice, smooth breaths. Go ahead and lift your torso up, rebend that right knee, and windshield wiper your knees side to side, just resetting. Bring those knees back to center and just pause. Notice any differences right to left. And then we'll go to the other side. So left leg's going to stretch out in front of you, and then you're going to lower that left heel down to the ground. Sometimes it helps to scooch forward far from your backrest so that you can get your leg completely straight. From there, we'll go ahead and point and flex the left foot. Finding that motion in the ankle. There might be some snaps and cracks and pops. That's okay. Next time your foot is flexed, so toes up towards the ceiling, we'll pause. Inhale, lean forward, feel the stretch intensify, and then exhale, sit tall, backing away from the stretch. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you lift up and away. Keep going, follow your breath. Next time you're sitting tall, go ahead and pause. You're welcome to hold the stretch here upright, or feel free to lean forward to hold the stretch. Feel free to bring your right forearm to your right thigh, or to reach your left arm down to your shin or to your toes. Holding the stretch wherever feels comfortable, taking nice, smooth breaths, noticing how the stretch might change with time. Go ahead and lift yourself back up, rebend that left knee, and we'll again windshield wiper those knees side to side, just shaking it off. Letting the legs rest, feet firmly on the earth. Let's move back to our arms, taking some wrist circles. Just going one way. And wrist circles go the other direction. And then let's bend those elbows, let those palms face up. So my elbows are bent about 90 degrees. Just turn sideways for a second. Palms face up. We're gonna keep this 90-degree bend, so it's gonna try and stay the same. Pinkies touch to begin. And then as we inhale, arms move apart, thumbs reach back behind you, or far to the side as possible. And then exhale, pinkies come together to touch. Inhale as you open up those arms, keeping that 90-degree bend or 90-ish degree bend. And then exhale, pinkies together. Keep going. So here we're really trying to move just the arm bones and the shoulder blades. So the spine stays the same as we move those arms, getting that nice rotation in the shoulders. Might find some tight spots. Totally okay, totally normal. A few more. Next time your arms are out to the side, we'll pause and hold for an extra breath. And then reach those arms out into a T position. And then flip your palms first to face forward. So thumbs are up, pinkies are down. Then to face down, palms down. And then to face back, thumbs are down, pinkies are up. From there, I'm going to come forward so you can see a little bit. We're going to bend our elbows, hands come behind our back. So depending on your shoulder internal rotation, your hands might be low on your hips. Maybe it's on your low back. Maybe you can get your arms up to your upper back. So just go as high as you comfortably can without causing pain. And we'll hold a couple of breaths. Maybe you can feel your breath moving into your hands. Feeling a little bit of back body expansion as you breathe and as we stretch into these shoulders. One more breath here. And then releasing those arms, shake them off. We're going to keep working into the arms. So as you inhale, we'll circle those arms out to the side and then up towards the ceiling, reaching as tall as you can. And then exhale, push your palms to face down as you push the air away down towards the earth. Inhale, palms flip to face up, lifting the air, lifting the arms as if you're moving through resistance, moving through water or honey or peanut butter. And then exhale, palms face down, pushing the air. If bringing your arms all the way up doesn't work for you, just go halfway, no problem. Inhale, arms circle out and up. Also, if you have an injury in one arm, you could always do this with just the other arm. So you don't have to do both arms at once. Exhale, arms push down. Let's do 2 more together. Inhale as we circle out and up. Exhale as we push the air down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Great. From here, let's go ahead and come to stand for our standing series. If standing is not for you, you can definitely stay seated and do a few stretches on your chair seated. Standing is okay for you. I'm going to recommend that you go behind your chair. So you don't have to move your chair. You can move your body behind it. Or if that's not possible, go ahead and find a wall or a table, just so that you have something to hold on to for balance. You don't have to turn sideways. I'm just sideways so you can see me with a little bit more ease. So from our standing position, hands come onto the chair. We're going to do just a few knee bends or chair poses. We'll bend the knees, hips go slightly back, torso tries to stay relatively upright. It's almost like we're about to sit into a chair. Toes are facing forward, and then straighten the legs. Let's add some breathing. We inhale, bend the knees into our chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs. Keep going at your own pace. You can continue to hold the chair. Or if you'd like, when you inhale, arms reach forward and then up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale and straighten the legs, the arms lower. So we inhale, bend the knees. If you want, arms reach forward or up. And as you exhale, arms lower, legs straighten. Keep going. A couple more times at your own pace, remembering that the arms are optional. The legs are also optional. So be kind to your body. Take breaks when you need. Do what feels good. Next time you're in your chair pose, that knee bend position, will pause and hold for 2 breaths. Feel free to hold on to your chair or the wall. And then lowering the arms, straightening the legs, finding your support with the hands once again. Let's step the right foot back behind us for a warrior 1. Back foot steps back about 2 feet, 2-ish. Really depends on the length of your legs. So maybe it's only 1 foot, maybe it's 3 feet, 2-ish feet apart. And then bend your front knee. So front knee is bent, back leg is straight, hips are facing forward. Feel free to keep holding on to your chair, or if you'd like, hover your hands above the chair, or reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Again, find what works for you, right? Every day is different, so don't feel like you need to do what you did last time, or don't feel like you need to do what you think you should do. Just do what feels right for you today. If your arms are up, go ahead and lower the hands back to your support and go ahead and straighten your front leg. You're welcome to stay upright or begin to hinge forward at the hips. So your pelvis is rolling over your thighs and your torso is coming forward so that you can feel a stretch in the back of this left leg. You can keep your hands on the chair. You could also bring your forearms to the chair. If you're extremely flexible, you can take your hands to your thigh or to your shin. Just be kind to your body and know that you have to be able to come back up from whatever position you go into. So just being mindful of that. 3 more breaths. Go ahead and lift your torso up, rebend that front knee, and step forward. Back foot meets the front. Pause for a moment and just notice the difference, right to left. And we'll switch sides. Left leg steps back, 2 feet-ish. Again, it's up to you how wide or how long of a stance it is. And then go ahead and bend your front knee for a warrior 1. Hands can stay on your support. Hands can hover over the chair, or hands can reach up towards the ceiling. Up to you. Hands come back to the chair if they've lifted. Go ahead and straighten out that front leg and then begin to hinge forward, hinging from the hips. So you're rolling that pelvis over the thighs, coming forward. You can keep your hands on your chair. You can bring your forearms to that support. You're also welcome to bring your hands down onto the leg somewhere if that feels better. Two more breaths. And then lifting your torso up, bending that front knee and stepping forward. We're gonna go into a little bit of balance today. So having your hands on the chair, on the wall, or on a table. We're going to lift the right foot. Just bringing that right foot back behind you. Continue to hold on to the chair until you feel really steady. You might decide that this is enough and you need to just keep both hands on the chair. Totally fine. If that's still a bit hard, those toes can come down as well. So the right toes can find the earth to give you just a little bit more support. Otherwise, toes are up. Maybe you start to lighten how hard you're holding on to the chair. Maybe you're going to just the tips of the fingers. Maybe you go to one finger. Maybe you go to one finger on one hand. Maybe you hover your hands. So you have lots of options. Go to your level. So be kind to yourself. It's okay for this to be hard, but it needs to be safe. So if you're feeling really wobbly, go ahead and put some fingers on the chair or your hands on the chair or your toe down. Let's take one more breath here. Hands back to the chair if it's hovering. Lower your right leg down. And we'll switch sides. Standing on your right foot. Bend your left knee. Left foot goes behind you. You can stay there. Or if you need to, those toes come down for just a little extra support. Feel free to continue to hold firmly onto your support. Or maybe you start to lighten how hard you're holding on. So maybe it's just the tips of the fingers. Maybe it's one finger. Maybe it's just your pinky. Just a little bit of support. Or maybe you're hovering your hands above the chair or the wall. Hands come back down if you're still balancing. Go ahead and lower your foot. Last standing pose, holding on to your chair or onto the wall. Walk your feet back. Torso comes parallel-ish to the earth. Feet walk back until the ankles are underneath the hips. If you need to, your knees can be bent. If you need to, torso can be lifted. So you just go wherever feels good on your body. Kind of an upside down L position. Again, feeling free to bend in those places that your body is asking you to bend. All right, lifting yourself back up, go ahead and walk forward. And let's come back to sit into our chair. Finding your seat once again. And we'll go into a figure four stretch. So we'll cross our right ankle over the left thigh. This is one option. If this is not possible for you, you can cross that right leg completely over the left. If that's still not possible, you can cross your ankles and let your knees open out to the side. So you have three options: ankles cross, thighs cross, or right ankle crosses over the left thigh. From there, we're going to go back into those circles with the torso. So finding a little movement. This can be small or this can be big. Go ahead and circle the other way. And just notice those tight spots. Notice those parts of the body that feel a little tug as you lean one direction or another. And then in whatever position gives you the best stretch, you're going to go ahead and hold this stretch. So you might be leaning forward, you might be leaning to one side. Go ahead and hold wherever the stretch feels really nice. Taking nice, slow, deep breaths. Allowing your jaw to be relaxed. Go ahead and bring yourself back to center. Uncross the legs in whatever position they were in, and go ahead and just shake out the legs. You can kick them or windshield wiper. And we'll go ahead and find the other side. So your options are left ankle can cross over the right. Ankles cross, knees open wide. Next option, left thigh crosses completely over the right. Or final option, left ankle crosses over the right thigh for more of a figure four. And by figure four is if you look down at your legs, it sort of creates a number four. I mean, it's upside down to your view, but it sort of creates a number four. So whatever position you're in, begin to add those torso circles. Just noticing tight spot. Find the circles going the other direction. And then in whatever position you'd like, you'll go ahead and hold the stretch. So finding whatever position feels like gives you a nice stretch. Allow your breath to be smooth and slow. And then lift your torso back up. Undo those legs, shake them up. And then sitting nice and tall, we're going to give ourselves a little massage. So we're going to take our hands and start to rub at our jaw. So directly in front of the ears. Just give yourself a little massage, rubbing there. You can rub in circles, you could go up and down, whatever feels good. Allow your massage to move up towards your temples. So right by those eyes, you might need to remove glasses. Just being really gentle. You can even move back towards your hairline. You can massage your skull, so anywhere on your head or face. Let the massage then start to move down towards your neck. Maybe even into the shoulders. Noticing those tight spots. And then releasing the hands, and we'll set up for our final meditation. So just make sure you're comfortable. Might be nice to be able to sit back, lean back into your chair, but going wherever feels good. Hands can rest wherever they'd like. And allow your eyes to either close or let your gaze soften down to the ground. Take a moment to just notice where your body settles in space. Feeling those sits bones on the chair, your spine long. Begin to notice how your breath moves you. So feeling how the breath naturally expands different parts of the body as you inhale. And then allows those parts of the body to soften as you exhale. If it's comfortable, allow your breath to slow down just a little bit. Finding slightly longer inhales and longer exhales. Noticing if you're holding on to any unnecessary tension. See if you can allow those parts of the body to soften, oftentimes in the jaw, the shoulders, or the hips. Just one more minute here, following your breath in and out. We'll go ahead and take a really deep inhale, fill those lungs. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. One more time, deep inhale, fill the lungs. And exhale, let it out. Last time, deepest inhale, fill the lungs. And let it go. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking time to take care of your mind and your body. And thank yourself for showing up for everybody else here in this group. This class is not possible without you. And in yoga, we say, namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. So our move of the week, so not for next week, because next week is functional fitness, but for the week after, our move is a little bit, it's not exactly a move, it is self-massage. So I want to encourage you to massage your jaw, massage your neck, massage whatever part of the body needs a little extra love. Just throughout the next 2 weeks, is whenever you're feeling tension, you can release some of that tension just using the magic of your hands. Or if using your hands doesn't work, you could use a forearm, right? Or a fist. You can play around. So give yourself a little self-love massage. And that's it for me. I'd love to open it up if anybody has any questions or comments.
Adra, this is Carol. Can you see my picture on your screen?
Let me see. Well, there are several Carols, so go ahead and speak again.
Carol?
No, I can't see your screen, Carol. I see your name.
Okay. I had this issue yesterday. I hit a button somewhere and I was just wondering what you could see so I can tell Geek Squad when I call them.
Yeah, let me try to send you a little message. I have a way of asking you to start your video, so if you're comfortable, I'll just share that.
Okay. I
yeah.
don't know if I'll be smart enough to figure it out.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure if I'm gonna
clicked
be
that.
smart enough to do it. Let's see. You
Yeah, I
got
clicked
something?
that at the beginning.
Oh,
We see
okay.
you now, Carol. We see you.
You see me? I
I
don't
see you now.
see me at the top.
Yes, I can see you, and I think what I can do is I'm gonna remove the spotlight, and that way if you go to your view button in Zoom and you go to gallery, you should be able to see everybody here now, and we can see you.
I still don't see me.
Hmm.
I'll just call Geek Squad. I was going to do that anyway. Like I said, I had this issue
Right.
yesterday and I
Yeah,
didn't know how to fix it.
I've done this.
Okay.
I've done that before, Carol. I think there's a way to make it so that you don't see yourself in the Zoom room. Maybe that's something you hit. And I don't
I'm
know where
sure I
that
hit
is.
it wrong. Yeah. Smarty here was trying to do something and failed. Okay. Thank you.
No problem, Carol. Good to see you again. Does anyone have any questions for Adra, maybe about some of the moves that we did today, or anything really? Maybe it's a move you tried on your own in the past couple of weeks. I saw your hand, Barbara. Yep. Still muted, but I can. There you are.
When you do the stretch with your knee over like this, what is it when you're saying hold the stretch? Where are you supposed to be feeling the stretch?
So everybody is different. Some people are going to feel that, that figure 4 stretch. This is the stretch you're talking about. Most
Yes.
people will feel it around this region, but some people feel it by their inner thigh, kind of back of the leg. So we're generally aiming around the hip, but you might also feel it inner leg or back of the thigh.
But not the back necessarily. It's nothing to do with the back.
A little, you might feel a little bit in your low back. So if it's here. You might feel a little here, but we're aiming to try and feel it a little bit lower. So if you're feeling it really high in the back, I would recommend that you try and straighten your spine.
Okay.
So you can see if you're rounded like this, you might feel it in the back. If you try and straighten and flatten your back, then the stretch should move down into the hip.
The goal is where you're showing, not the back at all.
Correct.
Right,
Correct. The
okay.
goal would be down by the hip.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
I see other Barbara.
yes, during the meditation, my hands were tingling. Is that okay?
Yes, that's absolutely okay. And in fact, that's quite common for us to start to then feel sensations in our body when we slow down. So totally normal, totally okay.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm seeing some things in the chat. I'm going to read what Auntie Anne wrote. I really did not feel motivated to exercise today, but I knew I should. But I kept on sending, oh, it kept on sending me emails about the class. Thank you for that.
You kept on sending me emails, yeah.
Yep, I'm
And
happy they work. I am so happy that they
Yes.
they work.
it got me up and motivating. So yeah, thank you.
Good, good.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
glad to
it's
hear that.
always okay to just show up. And then if your body is going, oh, I'm so tired, I can't do this, that's okay. You can then stop. You know, you can always show up, try. Sometimes that's just the hardest bit, is just showing up. And once you show up, the rest happens for you. So I'm glad you came.
I'm glad I came too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is, I'm Patricia H. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes. This is the first time I've been able to do it live, but I've been doing the Zoom recordings, and I really love the way you instruct the class. You really take the time in your instructions, because I was going to a live one at my gym, and we had to stand in line to wait because they were only could take 30 people, and this is much more convenient.
Awesome, Patricia. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you're enjoying class. Great to have you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
You.
Now, for the moment, I think I have my issue fixed. I can see myself at the top when I couldn't before.
Oh,
So I hope it sticks. Thank you, Cassie.
Nice, no problem. Happy it worked.
yeah, light's better, right?
I'm sorry I came late, but is this something new? I'm a little confused.
Sure. And I think that was, is your name Norma?
Yes.
Hi, Norma. I'm Cassie. So yeah, GoGo recently, I would say like in the past 6 months, started hosting these virtual classes. And so every Wednesday, we're either doing chair yoga or we're doing functional fitness. And Adra is our instructor, and then we all just come on Zoom and we work out together and then chat a little bit. And yeah, so that's what we do. It's okay that you joined late. I mean, obviously, we wish you could have been here for the whole class, but we record them. And so after today's, after I think probably in the next couple of days, you're going to receive another email from us, and it's going to have the link to go visit our YouTube channel, and then you can watch all of the videos you might have missed. But it is relatively new, and depending on when you joined GoGo, you might not have been on the email list yet, but we're happy that you found us.
Is this a weekly thing every Wednesday
Yes, every Wednesday.
at noon?
Yep, at noon Eastern.
Yummy. Okay. I'm delighted.
I'm so glad.
I look
Nice
forward
to meet
to
you,
it.
Norma. Yeah,
Thank you.
hopefully we'll see you on next Wednesday.
Mm.
Well,
See you all next week.
yeah, we'll catch you then, Carol. I guess we can end here, and thank you everyone for being here, and know that you can always call GoGo at our number 855-464-6872 if you need anything like those services I mentioned at the start, the rides, meals, groceries, home services. And thank you again. We'll catch you next Wednesday. Take care.
Bye.
Bye everybody, and
Thank you,
happy
Amy.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Oh,
Bye.
same to you. I'm muted, unmute. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.